One down, base is empty. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss. Not even close there. Now 3-1. Righty delivers. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And he swings through that one. 2 outs, base is empty. And ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back here in LA.
Comenten, suscríbanse, compartan.
And now, Chipper Jones. As the lefty gets to work. Right through there for a strike. Donaldson in his 6th season. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a slurve, a forkball, and he works in a sinker. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. Hangs and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's William Contreras. And he swings and misses at the initial offer. Donaldson, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Just misses with that one.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher booth, and throwing the pitch.
2 up, 2 down. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today. The emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that pitchers at times are more than willing to give up. And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Next offering misses, and the count is 2-0. Donaldson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game,
runner takes off. A swing and a miss. That retires the side. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And the right-hander back to work. And that one fouled off. Righty to the plate. That one fouled off. Misses off the plate, and the count is 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
Two now. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. And now it's going to be Hank Aaron. A little out front there as he swings through it. No score here in the second. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, 2 out. Stepping in, Alfonso Soriano. Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And we're back. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Pitch misses outside, and that's ball 3.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. In the dirt, and the count is 1-1. And that's in the dirt. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Donaldson kicks and deals. Got him. And 1 gone. So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's going to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this bat.
The 0-2 from Donaldson.
1 ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. The pitch. Way upstairs, and it's 2-2. And foul for the K. Here's some real power at the plate. Ken Griffey Jr. Ball 1, no strikes. He was late there, strike 1.
1-1.
Donaldson delivers. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slings to first, and that is the inning. As we go to the last of the third, Buck Leonard digging in now. The wind of the pitch. Center field. Junior makes the grab, 1 down. Jackie Robinson getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And here is Pudge Rodriguez. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Contreras ranging back. An absolute smash to left. It's 1-0.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here. You've got to love the effort and luck to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Back to the top of the lineup at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. And he blows that one by him at 100.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third.
Ball
The
1.
shortstop takes a ball. Registers the punch out and hits 101. As we go to the top of the fourth. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And the pitch. And ball 1 to Judge.
Well, these players just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
2-1.
In the dirt, and it's 2-1. That one is upstairs.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And now the lefty gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Check swing and a 3-2. Appeal down to first. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Chipper Jones.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that.
0-1.
And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
And that one fouled off. The pitch. Got him looking. And one out now. And now William Contreras flied to right his first time. And this gets away from Pudge. The lefty to 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Mantle moving under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it, and that'll do it. Bottom of the fourth. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Mickey Mantle. And a pitch. And that one is inside ball 1. And another ball. The wind and the pitch. Inside, just missed.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy can do some real damage.
That one in triple digits.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Here comes a pitch. Got him swinging. It's Aaron Judge now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Late with the swing there.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Wouldn't chase that time. That one misses. Ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Judge comes up empty there. That's out to center field. Griffey gets under it. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. Struck out swinging his first time. Outside. That one misses. Ball 2.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires over to Guerrero. 3rd out. New inning getting started. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. The pitch. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. De La Cruz goes 6 feet 5 inches, 200 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next offered in there for a strike. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nasty 4th ball for strike 3. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
And that's in the dirt. And the count is 2 and 2. Got him looking for the K. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1. And that is cut on and missed. It's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And now 1 and 2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one misses. The count now 2 and 2. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Hank Aaron. Martinez back to work. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And that skips in the dirt.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
righty deals. And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Now 1-1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And a pitch. Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw. Save. Man at second. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this. But he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Well struck left field. Contreras makes the play. And there's one away. And the batter now, Jackie Robinson. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one a little bit high. And now 3-0. 2 on, 1 out. There's a strike. And the count is 3-1. That clips the corner.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter.
Next to hit, Pudge Rodriguez. He's already homered here in this one. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. And a good eye there. Good hitters count the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Hank over at second. Soriano at first. 2 out of the inning. That's too high, and it's ball 4. Another walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
De La Cruz up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch
1 ball,
upstairs.
2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And welcome back to the ballpark. Fernando Tatis.
The second baseman, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis Jr. to hit here. The pitch.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. Right through there. Got it. 1 out.
Now back.
Ken Griffey Jr. will hit next. That to right. Aaron gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs. Here is Aaron Judge. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss there.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. And another ball. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Bottom of the 6th. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle. Now pitching, Seranthony Dominguez.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, these guys putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Swings through that one for strike one.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Here's the 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 outs, base is empty. Jose Ramirez digs in now. There's a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
2 outs. Outside low. And the count 1-2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Chipper Jones. Hard hit right side. Throws to first in time, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Next to hit, William.
Left field, number 24, William Contreras.
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Rube Foster.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that puts the tying run on base.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Juan Soto. Grounder might be 2. Throws to second for 1. On to Leonard for the inning-ending double play. Back here in L.A., now it's the right fielder. Hank Aaron.
Greg Kimbrel.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And downstairs.
1-1.
On a strike. The pitch. On the ground to third. Jones. Sends it across to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Alfonso Soriano, the next to hit. In the first pitch, misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. On the ground is short. Sneaks through, base hit. And now the first baseman, Buck Leonard. Just missed. Soriano at first, 1 gone. That misses. And now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Left-hand hitter waits. That misses the zone. And now 3-1.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want.
Runner takes off, fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
3-2 now. Inside ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So first and second with one gone. And now Jackie Robinson. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And a 1-0. The hit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. 1 out. Runners at first and second. So now 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Wouldn't chase that time. And that's in the dirt. 2 on, 1 out. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. Ready to begin the 8th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. And that one almost got him. Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. One gone here. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Out towards left center. Judge getting an angle on it. And there's 2 away. Carlos Santana getting ready to hit.
Carlos Santana.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Rodriguez down to first. In time. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now, Pudge Rodriguez. The pitch. And misses inside. Scott, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. And that's too high.
No strike.
And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. Elly De La Cruz will hit next. Little chopper rolls foul. And the pitch. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside. Runner at first with no outs here. Swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, and that's the first out. Mickey Mantle digs in now. Now, got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Foul ball there. Santana puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Aaron Judge. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Rodriguez off of first with 2 away. Fought off foul. And he deals. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Now 1-2. That's inside. Here's the 2-2. Santana with the throw to first. Judge out of. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis
Foster back to work. Wouldn't chase that time. To the left side, but it is well fouled.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Tatis waits. Strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. He's 2 outs away. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And that's outside. And another ball.
2-0.
Kicks and deals. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. This one smashed down the right field line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now. So they're down to their final out. And now the right fielder, Aaron Judge. Judge rips that one. This one is over.
Señora, así pasó la partida, así terminó este en vivo, chicos ganando como debe ser. Suscríbanse, compartan este en vivo. Esto fue en vivo a la 0 edición. Aquí somos duros. Pasen buena noche.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. They hang on to